1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Federal Cabinet with Prime Minister in the chair in Islamabad is discussing latest COVID-19 situation and overall political and economic situation of the country. Pakistan has strongly condemned the missile attack by Houthi militants at petroleum distribution terminal in Jeddah. The security forces have neutralized a major terrorist network and killed 2 terrorist commanders in an intelligence-based operation in Bajor district. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian state terrorism continues to take heavy toll on Kashmiris for the past over 7 decades. And now the news in detail. Federal Cabinet meets in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. It will discuss the latest COVID-19 situation and the steps being taken to check its spread. The meeting will also discuss overall political and economic situation of the country. 48 more people died of coronavirus in the country over the last 24 hours. According to the latest statistics, 2,954 tested positive for COVID-19 during the last 24 hours after the tests of 39,165 people. The figure of the patients recovered from the virus has reached 331,760. There are now 40,379 active cases in the country. Pakistan has strongly condemned the missile attack by Houthi militants at petroleum distribution terminal in Jeddah. In a statement, Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry said Pakistan calls for immediate cessation of such attacks that violates the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Saudi Arabia and threaten the lives of innocent civilians. He reaffirmed Pakistan's full support and solidarity with the brotherly kingdom of Saudi Arabia against any threats to its security and territorial integrity. The security forces have neutralized a major terrorist network and killed 2 terrorist commanders in an intelligence-based operation on a hideout near village Tangi in Bajor district. According to ISPR, during close encounter with the security forces, terrorist commanders Zubair and Azizur Rahman Ilyas Fida were killed. They were involved in a number of terrorist incidents against law enforcement agencies, government officials, and innocent civilians. The network was coordinating terrorist activities in various areas of Pakistan and receiving direct orders from their raw-sponsored leadership from across the border. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian state terrorism continues to take heavy toll on Kashmiris for the past over 7 decades. An analytical report released by Kashmir Media Service today said India has intensified its oppression since 5th of August 2019 in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. It said that 256 Kashmiris killed since 5th of August last year to 31 October 2020 in the occupied territory. The report said that 95,709 Kashmiris murdered by Indian troops from January 1989, when the present phase of freedom struggle started in the territory, to 31st of October 2020. The Modi-led fascist Indian government has taken a number of brutal steps, including abrogation of Article 370 and introduction of land and domicile laws during the past 1 year to carry forward its Hindutva agenda in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. A farewell ceremony for Maragzar Zoo's lone elephant, Kavan, handed over to Cambodia, was held in Islamabad today. President Dr. Arif Alvi, who was the chief guest on the occasion, hailed the judgment of Islamabad High Court, which had directed the shifting of Kavan elephant to a natural environment abroad. The president said it took a time for the people to understand the mental stress of Gabon. He hoped the elephant will feel more content at the natural environment. An official of PAWS International briefed the president about the arrangements made for the safe shifting of Gabon to a sanctuary in Cambodia. He said the elephant will be transported on Sunday. First Lady Samina Alvi, advisor on climate change Amin Aslam, and Minister of State for Climate Change Sartaj Gul were also present on the occasion. The Foreign Minister of Finland and co-chair of a high-level pledging conference on Afghanistan being held in Geneva has called for an immediate, comprehensive and nationwide ceasefire and protection of civilians. Acknowledging the efforts made by all parties involved in the peace and reconciliation process over the past few months, Pekka Haavisto said the European Union strongly supports the process. Head of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Peter Maurer, also made a similar call in a statement. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gv.pk, and for the live video streaming of our bulletins, visit the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.